Hey guys, it's Chelsa Messenger with Picks and Parlays. We're talking baseball, headed to LA, where the Angels are hosting the Indians. We've got the Angels as home favorites here, minus 140. Total is 8.5 runs. We've got Zach Plesac going for the Indians, who's 3-3 with a 3.56 ERA. Then Andrew Heaney on the hill for the Halos, 1-3 with a 4.75 ERA. We've got Kurt Alexander here to break this one all down for us. Kurt, what stands out to you when you saw these teams lined up?
The pitching matchup actually stood out to me. That was the first thing I noticed. Of course, you have Plesac on one side, and he's actually he does have a high ERA, but it's coming down. It's slowly coming down because in the last three games, he's given up only 2 runs in those 3 games, going 8 innings and 2 out of 3 of those. On the other side, you have Mr. Haney. And what I've learned about Mr. Haney is either you're going to get the bad Haney or you're going to get the one that's atrocious. It just doesn't look like the Angels are winning games for him. Even the game against Tampa Bay, sandwiched in between the two games where he gave up 5 runs and he gave up 4 runs, gave up 0 runs against Tampa Bay, and they still found a way to lose that game. So this Angel team's a little snake bit. And I like to go outside the box when I look at certain things. And when I look at this Angels team, I look at what they did to Albert Pujols. I think this is going to be something that affects this team for the rest of the season, and I call it the rage against the machine. Like you have the curse of the Billy Goat. Yeah, I think the Angels are going to be in for a horrible season because of how they treated Albert Pujols on the last season. He doesn't get a farewell tour. Are you kidding me? He ends up on the Dodger team that's already stacked, and he's just going to kind of be down on the end of the bench. I'm not sure what the Angels were thinking. They haven't played well, and in particularly Mike Trout hasn't played well. And you look at the locker room, things like this. I really do feel like they affect teams. So getting the Indians as a dog right now, I love it. I would actually take it on the reverse as well. I think Haney doesn't have a chance against Plesac. Plesac's definitely the better pitcher in this matchup. And yeah, the curse of Albert Pujols. Shame on you, Angels.
Oh, I tend to agree with you just because, I mean, don't make him go out like that. I will say he is batting cleanup for the Dodgers tonight. We're filming this the night before. So it's not like they brought him in just to be a mentor. He is playing. So we'll see if he does some damage. Even though, like, it's hard to feel bad for a guy making that kind of money. But definitely a legend, definitely a Hall of Famer, and he deserved a nice farewell tour. But looking back at this Angels team, their only win over the past 5 games came in the bottom of the ninth against the Red Sox. Again, we're filming this the day before, and it took a bloop single, I think, by Trout, and then a home run by Ohtani in the bottom of the ninth with 2 outs to scratch off a win against Boston. So it has not been a team that has been performing well. They've only scored more than 3 runs in one of those 5 games, and that was the only one they won, scoring 0,
Right.
3, 1, and 1. And I would lean toward an under here. I know you're hating on Heaney a little bit, but I think it'll be a little bit of an easier feat here just going against this Indians offense. I'm not saying that, the Angels are going to win this game. I just say that Heaney is going to have a little bit of an easier slate against this Indians offense that's hitting just 193 against lefties, which ranks second to last in baseball, and not a great offense in general. They're hitting just 209 and come in with the worst on base percentage in baseball. So not only are they not getting hits, they're not getting walks either. Over the last 7 days, you talk about bad offenses. The Angels are the worst hitting team in baseball with a 243 on base percentage, not batting average, on base percentage. So I think if you do want to play a side, why not take the dog here? Because you do have to find some profitable underdogs to be profitable when you're betting on baseball. But I think I would take an under here, just banking on both these offenses being terrible. And I will say the Angels have played 2 really good offenses over their past 2 series with the Red Sox and the Astros. Do you have any leanings on a total?
If I was to take a side, a total, I would take the under in this game. Like you said, it's not like the Cleveland bats. Cleveland is like a home run from Ramirez. It seems like that's
Right.
what kind of gets them off the zero, and then or maybe two home runs from Ramirez, like solo shots, or maybe a 2-run shot. Yeah, but the pitching, Plesac has been impressive, and he's kind of like the guy nobody. How is he a dog in this game? If you look at his numbers after
Right.
off of the last 5 games,
Well,
you're
and he
getting
goes
quality
deep in
starts out of
games
him.
too.
Yes,
He's
you're
gone at
getting
least
quality
7
starts.
innings in half of his starts, and he's gone 8 in 2 of those. He does have a WHIP
Yes,
below 1, which means his ERA I think is pretty respectable at 3.56. But when you have a WHIP below 1, it means you're not walking a lot of guys either. So I think that's a
right.
safe bet, or somebody definitely worth taking a risk on. Because, like I said,
Oh,
when you find
definitely.
an underdog in baseball that you like, you kind of have to take a gamble.
Why not? I don't think it's gambling when you're going against Haney. I couldn't believe he lost that game against Tampa Bay. I promise you, I looked at that game. I'm like, oh wow, I haven't seen this guy all season. Yeah, I want to say the next inning after he got out, they gave up like 8 runs. Yeah, that's this Angel team. Expect a lot of that from them this year.
Yeah, I will say the one thing that makes me nervous about taking an under is this Angels bullpen. They've pitched a lot of innings and they're not good. So if Heaney gets taken out early in the game, I would feel a little nervous. But I will say, once again, this is not an Indians lineup that over the course of the season has proven that they can really mash and put up the runs. So, yeah, that's
I think
my
if he
take on
does
this
get
game.
taken out, I think if he does get taken out, Chelsea is going to be to right field.
What do you mean? To take over Otani's spot?
No, boom, Ramirez
Oh, I was
to right
like,
field.
is there some kind of like reference that I'm not getting?
Yeah,
I just have that one reference of everybody was going crazy when Otani, got taken out of the game pitching and went to right field. They're like, "Oh my God, it's the
yes,
next Babe Ruth," which it's
yep,
true. I mean, he's doing incredible things. All right, well, we've gone off track a little bit, but great baseball
just a
talk
little
as
bit.
always from Kurt Alexander. Kurt, thanks for joining us. If you like what we're doing, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications. If you hit the bell, you can be notified every time we go live or post a video.